welcome to Southern Girl Knits, episode 23. For all of you returning, yay! Welcome back. Thanks for coming back. If you're checking me out for the first time, welcome. It's nice to meet you. I'm Tish. Tish Knits 33 on Ravelry, and on Instagram, I am Tish Knits. So, I didn't record last week. Sorry, guys. We just had so much going on. It's been crazy busy here. So, and sadly enough, I have to tell you that I didn't get a lot of knitting done. I just didn't. I'm actually, it's weird. I'm disappointed in myself, but I just didn't. We had so much going on all the time, and, the end of the school year is kind of wrapping up, and so there's just kind of a lot going on. So, yeah, we had Lainey's formal, and I think I posted a picture on Instagram, but most of them went to Facebook. So I'm going to share them with you. I have pictures of us getting ready that I'll put here. And that was a lot of fun. Lainey and her girlfriend got dressed together. Her friend's mom is my really good friend, and they happen to live next door. So we decided, hey, we turned my dining room back there into like makeup and hair central. So she did hair and I did makeup, and the girls, when they got done, looked like this. Aren't they pretty? They're so pretty. They're so cute. It was so sweet. They had a great time. They went with a bunch of friends. I'll put that picture here. Aren't the boys adorable? They all wore bow ties. How cute is that? Ah! And then, everybody went as friends, but Lainey did have a date, and here's a picture of her and her, or pictures of her and her date that I'll put here. Yeah, they're adorable. They're friends. They went as friends, but it was still like a date, you know, in the sense that I picked him up. I mean, I dropped him off. I picked him up. As much as you can date at 14. But they had a really, really good night. And the boy that she went with is a sweetheart. He is such a good kid. And he brought me flowers. And he put a card on them. And, okay, it makes my heart happy that boys like this still exist. This is what the card says. Thank you for allowing me the honor of taking Lainey to our 8th grade dance. Respectfully yours. And then he signed his name. How adorably sweet is that? And he wrote, I'm going to cover his name. He wrote it himself. I mean, come on. This is the same kid that the way he asked her to the dance was took her to Starbucks and bought her one of the big tumblers and wrote, will you go to the dance on me? And so when they gave her her drink, it said, will you go to the dance on me? How adorable is this kid? He's so cute. I love it. He just, yeah, he rocks my world. I like him. So, I just realized that I didn't close the thread for the sweater cowl that ended yesterday. So, oops, my bad, but I'm going to do it now while we talk. Because I don't have a lot of knitting to show you guys. I still feel really guilty about that. Let's see. I did draw for a winner. Speaking of winners, last week, you know that, let me see what your real name was, because still can't pronounce your, Leslie won the mustache yarn, and she didn't need the Fish Lips Kiss heel pattern, So I drew a name for that, and she also graciously wanted to donate to someone else so that they could have it. So what I did was I took the thread and I drew 2 names, and the winners are DCA Family. That is going to be gifted to you by Leslie, and Jace330, I'm going to gift you the Fish Lips Kiss pattern. If either of you guys already have the pattern and don't want it, just send a private message and we can forward it on to someone else. We'll just keep spreading the love. But I thought that was really sweet of Leslie. Oh, and she explained her name. Okay, remember her username was TCUFROGRN, and we were like, what in the world does that mean? Even my husband was like, what is that? So Leslie told me that she went to TCU, which is Texas Christian University. Is that right, Leslie? Correct me if I'm wrong. And their mascot is the Frogs. So that's TCU and then Frog. And then the RN is because she's an RN. Makes perfect sense now. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. So, yes, thank you, Leslie, and we will get those patterns out to you guys. We'll hold off for a day or two and give you time to private message if you already have the pattern, and that way we can pass on the love. So, okay, oh, I got distracted. Back to the sweater cowl, right? So, it's kind of funny. I took a picture of the random number generator, and I deleted it, and I'm sorry, but I wrote it down, so you guys are just going to have to trust me, because I'm not a cheater, so, yeah. The winner was number 4, which I thought was really cool, because she's knitting the sweater. She knit the sweater that I'm in the process of knitting, and it looks amazing. I was like, oh, and this made me so excited to pick up my sweater again. So way to go. It's PCT Knitter. So, and let's see who you are. PCT Knitter. Your real name is Linda. So Linda, you won a skein of my hand spun yarn. So, yay. I'm really excited about that. This is actually my latest one that I spun up. It's a Navajo ply, so it's a 3-ply, and I want to say it's 220 yards, but I can't remember. I'll have to see. We'll have to see about that. But either way, if you could send me your, private message me your address, then I can get that out to you. And, my son is calling. They forgot their lunch today, and because it was just one of those mornings. It was a crazy morning, and they forgot their lunch, so I brought them lunch to school. I picked up Subway and dropped it off. Because I was out in town anyway. This is exciting. Don't know if you care, but I'm excited about this. I had to okay, so I've lost a lot of weight. Those of you who know me personally have watched my journey over the past 3 years. I've lost a ton of weight. So a lot of my rings don't fit anymore. And so this is my anniversary ring that my husband got me for our 10th anniversary. So I had this one sized down. So now it fits. I have a ring to wear. I feel like a grown-up. And then I had my ring that I got engaged with, my original ring that I got engaged with. This one comes with a story. This ring, I had it rhodium plated because it was yellow gold, and I just don't wear yellow gold. I don't have anything in my jewelry repertoire that's gold, so I wasn't able to wear it, and it was like 3 sizes too big. So I had them rhodium plate it for me to turn it to white gold. Well, it doesn't turn into white gold. It's rhodium plated. I don't really know. But this is the ring that I got engaged with. So I had this ring, and it went missing. And we looked for it. This is when we first moved to this town. Gosh, how many years ago was that? It was on Reese's 2nd birthday. and he's 8 now. So so 6 years ago, right after moving into the house that we rented before we bought this house, I lost the ring and couldn't find it. I mean, it was just gone. I assumed that we had thrown it out in the trash, because like if you're cooking, you'll take off your ring, or if you're doing the dishes, you'll take off your ring. And the way that house was set up, the counter, the kitchen and living room were open, and so I would just set it. And the kids were younger then, and we had cats. We have cats. So I finally, after a solid month of looking, gave up. I was like, it's just gone. I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried like a baby. It was horrible. I mean, I'm not that sentimental of a person, but this was my original engagement ring, and so it held sentimental value. It really did. So we only stayed in that house for a little while before we bought our house. And so when we were moving, I said, okay, this is the last chance. If the ring is going to show up, it's going to show up now, because we're moving. Everything's getting torn down and picked up and cleaned up and vacuumed. And, I've heard of people finding their rings in crazy places. And I was like, the cats could have drug it into a closet and put it in a corner. So, as we packed, we looked for the ring. The ring did not show up. So we moved into our new house, and I said, okay, well, that's it. It's official. The ring is gone. I'm going to just let it go. I cried again and just let it go. And about 6 months after moving into this house, at this point, the ring had been gone for a year or two, I guess. And I was laying in bed one night, and you know how your mind just at nighttime sometimes, I don't know if you have that. I have terrible insomnia. And regardless of the insomnia, my brain will still when I go to bed. My husband, bless his heart, he can lay down, and within 3.5 seconds, he is out. I'm like, how do you do that? He has fallen asleep mid-sentence before. It's insane. And so, anyway, I'm laying there one night, brain ticking along, and I was like, I've checked my jewelry box, and I have one of those jewelry boxes that stands up kind of tall, and it has the compartment that pulls this way, and so the rings have the little, the ring beds that it sits in, little pockets of cushioning that you put the rings between. And I was like, I'd already, obviously, that was the first place that I had checked, right? But for some reason, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I went, I wonder if I yank that thing out, if it fell behind there. And so at 3 o'clock in the morning, I jump out of the bed, I rip my jewelry box apart, and there's the ring. It had been there the whole time. The diamond must have gotten caught on the top and got pulled behind it. Not only that, there were 2 other rings back there. Yeah. Found 3 rings. So 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm turning on the lights. I'm jumping on my husband. I'm like, oh my God, I found the ring. You're not going to believe this. Yeah. Because I am that crazy in real life. So, long story, not made short. I found the ring. And by that time, it was too big for me to wear because I'd started losing weight. So I haven't even been able to wear the ring in 6 years. And so for my Mother's Day gift, I wanted to get all the rings resized, and I wanted to get that one rhodium plated. So, yay. Random story of the day. That's my random story for the day. So, let's talk about some knitting. How about that? You guys will be very proud of me. Even though I didn't get a lot of knitting done, I did knit on my sweater. I am now to the point, of course it looks the same as it always looks to you guys. Let's see if I can, there we go. The body is finished. I finished all of my increases. I finished it's to the point where it says set the body aside and start the sleeves. So, yay. I'm getting there, people. I'm getting there. So, yeah. It might be cold weather by the time I finish it, but that's okay because it will be finished. I've gotten this far. It's time to start the sleeves. I'm really excited about that. Although I'm a little apprehensive about that because I always hear people talk about how the sleeves are such a slog. And I guess it would be like knitting a sock that you never turn the heel on. But it would have to be better than a sock because it's bigger yarn. So, I don't know. I'll wait and reserve judgment. Yeah. Sorry, I have not had my coffee fix. Again, I made a pot of coffee this morning, and I only got to have a cup out of it before everybody scavenged it and ran off to school and to work, and then I had to go run my errands, so I came home and made a fresh pot. Because, yeah, it's like that. So, I also did a little bit of work on my Little Prince socks. You remember I got the Opal yarn and the Nova Platinas. And so I got a little bit done on those. And I've tried them on, and they make me happy. The other one's at the same point as this one. These make me happy. I'm not sure how long to make the cuffs. I am a short cuff person. So, and I know that the yarn won't go to waste because I'll turn it into blanket squares. So I'm not really worried about that. I just want to make sure that I make it the length that's going to make me the happiest. And usually the length that makes me the happiest is fairly short. You know, not ankle short, but maybe just above the ankle. I don't know. I'm not one for tall socks. You know. It's just me. But, you know, so I don't know. That's kind of why they're languishing right now. I actually picked them up and was knitting on them this morning while I was watching Knitting Samurai. And then put them down because I was unsure if I wanted to keep going or start thinking about turning the heel. So I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to think about that because I'm back in, my knitting mojo has like picked back up. So yeah. I got a package in the mail. I'm so excited. One of you guys out there, she asked me not to share her name, which I totally understand and will respect. But I do want to say thank you. You know who you are. She told me that she was sending me a set of needles, and this big box arrived in the mail, and I'm like, what is this? I don't remember ordering anything, you know, but in this household, you never know. Russ just bought a new car, a new to him car, and so he's been ordering things because that's what he likes to do. He likes to sell the car that he has, buy another car, and then fix it up. It's one of his hobbies. He enjoys doing that. So we've been getting packages in the mail like crazy, but this one was addressed to me, and I was like, I don't think I ordered anything. And I opened it up, and it took my breath away. So, okay, I got to share. We've got some Knit Pick Stroll, which I love knitting with Knit Pick Stroll, especially this color. Isn't that gorgeous? It's one of their tonals. It's, oh, so pretty. I don't know what that will grow up to be, but oh, so beautiful. 2 skeins of the Red Heart Heart and Soul, which I love knitting socks with these. And the colors. They remind me of Christmas. Oh, they remind me of Christmas. Guess what the name of the colorway is? Christmas. I'm such a dork. That's the first time I saw that. Okay, that cracks me up because when I first saw them, I'm like, ooh, they're so Christmassy. And yeah, that's the name is Christmas. That's weird. They have blue in them. These will be fun. These will be my Christmas socks this year. Ooh, that makes me happy. Okay, now remember, all this is in the same box. Unwind yarn. Yarn from the Unwind Yarn Company. Never had this. Always wanted it. Super stoked about this. The color is ethereal. I was like, I know I can say this word. Ethereal. And this is their Luxe sock. It's superwash merino wool, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. How excited am I about this? Oh my gosh, like, it's making me crazy that I have I have 2 pair of socks on the needles already. So I have to wait to cast that on. Debbie Bliss, and I have knit with this before. They're Cash Merino Aran Weight. Oh, love this stuff. This will make a nice pair of fingerless mitts. And then the needles that she told me she was sending. They're both size zeros. This one is the Knitter's Pride Nova Platinas that I love so much. And then the Knit Picks Fixed, also in a size zero. And these are the Harmony wood ones. Yeah. Not done yet. 2 mini skeins. And then check this out. Okay. Sock Yarn Studio. I haven't even been through these books. I'm going to have to go through these books and let you guys know because I was so overwhelmed that I was like a kid at Christmas. I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And then slippers. I have been wanting to knit some slippers. Look at all the slippers. I've only ever knit one pair of slippers, and so this makes me happy. Because my mom wants slippers, and I love slippers, and yeah, gonna be knitting some slippers. And then 100 flowers to knit and crochet. And then this one, like, took my breath away. It's the Socktopus book. 17 pairs of socks. Yeah. I casually flipped through this one, and it was like, I want to knit that, I want to knit that, I want to knit that, I want to knit that. There's like a bazillion socks in here that I'm like, yeah, 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 yeah. So, thank you. I know you don't want to be named, but you know who you are. You totally made you made my week. You made my month. Like, this is so generous. This is unbelievably generous. And I am going to put some of this up for prizes because that would be terrible of me to keep all this to myself. That would just be rude, and I'm not going to do that. I am going to share the love. We're going to have a giveaway. Pretty soon I'll come up with some fun giveaway for us to do and share the love. So, yeah, because it's only fair. So, all right, what else we have going on? Quick story about this. Oh my gosh. So I needed a new comforter. It's starting to warm up, and I have a big comforter on my bed for wintertime. And so it's starting to warm up, and I was like, you know, I really need something like more of a quilt bedspread type, you know, blanket on my bed instead of the big heavy comforter. And so I went to Tuesday Morning, which I love. Oh my gosh, Tuesday Morning is awesome. I don't know if you guys who aren't in the States have Tuesday Mornings. Actually, I don't even know if they're all over the States. I just know that we have one here. Yeah. And you can, it's kind of like a place that you can go buy things after they've left the big name stores like Macy's, Dillard's, that kind of place. So it's like you can get high-end things, but you don't have to pay the high-end prices. Yeah, you can see why I love it, right? So I go there, and I find this DKNY, Donna Karan, comforter quilt that I fall madly in love with. I was just like, I must own this. I have to have this, okay? And I know it's really gauche to talk about money, but in order to tell the story, I have to. So I apologize for breaking all the rules of etiquette. It was like a $200 comforter, but it was on, you know, for at Tuesday Morning, it was only $79, which is still a lot of flipping money, in my opinion. But it was worth it because it's nice. It's really well made. I know that it'll last for years. And so I get it. I'm super excited about it. I was kind of leery about the fact that it was kind of an off-white color. But I was like, you know, the kids are older now. We can do this. We can own something nice and white and not have it destroyed, right? 6 days later, I get out of bed and I look down and there's these brown splotches all over the comforter. And then I notice that there's these tiny little cat paw prints leading off of the comforter and onto the comforter to the brown spots. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I don't know what this is. I can't even fathom what this is. I'm thinking that they're allowed to go in the garage. We have a cat door that leads into the garage, and that's where their litter box is because, yeah, I don't want that in my house. So I was like, okay, maybe they got into some dirt. They just rolled in some dirt and they got on my comforter. No problem. I'll run it through the wash on the gentle cycle, whatever. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. You know, I'm sitting there waiting for the washing machine to finish. I'm hovering over it. I pull it out. Nothing has moved. I was like, okay, it's not dirt. And I know if I dry it, then it's going to set whatever it is in. So I called my husband and I was like, okay, what could the cats have gotten into in the garage? I have to know what it is so I can know how to treat it. And he's like, well, nothing. And he's like, I changed the oil, but I did that outside in the driveway, not in the garage. And I was like, the cats they snuck out of the garage. I don't know if they rolled in the oil, what these animals did, but they must have went straight from the oil in the driveway and decided, oh, I had tired myself out playing in that oil. I'm going to go get in the bed and go to sleep. Nope, not comfortable here. I'm going to go sleep over here. No, I'm not comfortable here. It was like 5 spots. I was like, great. So in 6 days, I've got car oil on this comforter. So I take it while it's still damp, get in the car, go to my dry cleaners up the road, and I'm like, please tell me that you can fix this. And they're like, I don't know, we can try. And so they had it for about 5 days, and they called me, and he's like, we got it. We got it all out. I was like, oh, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. It was only $25, and they got it all out. He's like, I'm not going to lie to you. We had this thing spread out on the floor, and they were using something called shark bone. Rubbing it with shark bone. I don't know. And he's like, it's a really nice quilt. And he's like, I really worked hard at it. I was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have never been so happy to have a dry cleaner that I love. Yeah. See the trauma I've been having? This is the craziness that's going on. This is why I haven't gotten any knitting done. It's been insane here. Lainey's also had FBLA, which is Future Business Leaders of America. She had a conference like 2 or 3 days ago. Ended up with 2nd place in the region for public speaking. Like rocking it out. Yeah. And then Will, he made it into National Junior Honor Society. He got inducted. They did the ceremony where they come into class and make you kneel down and recite the pledge, and they've got this little plastic sword that they dub you. It's all cute. But we've got his proper induction ceremony. That's another thing I got to go do this weekend. I got to go get him clothes for that because he needs dressy clothes. So I've got to go buy him clothes for that, and that ceremony's next week. So maybe I think the next time I record, I'll have pictures for you guys from that. Yeah. So that'll be cool. You get to see him all dressed up. So I'm really proud of him. So since I don't have a lot of knitting, and I need to let you guys go because I'm just blabbering on about all the craziness that is my life. And I'm sure you're done hearing about it. I'm so sorry. I promise next time that I record, I will have actual knitting to show you that I have done. So it's Friday here. And hopefully I'll get this uploaded today. So I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. It's beautiful and sunshiny here. They promised us, it's May 1st. The April showers are gone. They promised us a gorgeous weekend. It's like 65, 66 degrees outside, sunshiny. It's beautiful. So I'm going to go enjoy my day and enjoy the weekend. And yeah, you guys do that too. And don't forget to always be awesome. Bye, guys.